Hey there, y'all. Mondo here once again. It's been a while since I've uploaded, so I thought we'd do a new video. Just showing off some of the state of the figure collection, but I thought we'd show this guy first. This is the Prowler, the life size of the Prowler. All of his gear, he's got a shotgun, pitchfork, boots. It's been a while since I don't think I've done any proper videos on my figure collection, so let's do this now before I forget, because I will. I will be doing a separate stuff on mask stuff. Stuff like this. Once I get more shit, you can see there's boxes and stuff like that. It's a bit of a mess right now. Also, all this stuff here, future video. But for now, it's just going to be this shelf and that shelf. So, let's start. This is basically comic books and other stuff that I just don't really have room for at the moment to have their own shelf. I don't know why my camera will not. There we go. Yeah, this is mostly comic books, except for some movie figures back here. So we've got the Mezco Tony Montana and some Mr. Pink figures, the Palisade Toys, Mr. Pink. I do need to get the rest of these pretty soon. They aren't terribly expensive. But yeah, these are the only things that are not comic book related in this shelf. Here we have Marv and Hardigan from Sin City, the film. I do have another Marv figure on the wall over here. That is the Toy Fair exclusive colored Marv, which is pretty cool. Then we get into Marvel Legends. This is mostly Hasbro Marvel Legends, not a lot of Toy Biz. We've got Days of Future Past, Kitty Pryde. We've got Age of Apocalypse Shadowcat, AI Iron Man, the Toy Biz Weapon X Wolverine, the original artwork concept Daredevil, Weapon X X-23, House of X Cyclops, Age of Apocalypse Rogue, Venom, just a really basic Spider-Man series Venom. We have Ghost Spider, Gwen Stacy. We have Stealth Suit Iron Man and Toy Biz Punisher. Back there we have, I need to complete this line, but this is I believe, I want to say Mattel did these figures. These are based on the comic books of Watchmen, not the films, but the comics. And they're great figures, and they're made of like vinyl, and they feel really nice. But I do need to finish out that line pretty soon. Then back there, we've got Eric Draven by McFarlane. I plan on doing a whole shelf of Crow stuff. I'm a huge fan of the Crow. I just need to get around to it. And then back there, we've got Judge Death from Judge Dredd. Down here is miscellaneous horror. This is like some of the bigs of horror, the bigger characters in horror. Here we've got Myers. The original release, Ultimate H2 Myers. I'm getting the Dr. Loomis and Michael 2-pack pretty soon to have another one of him with the better head sculpt. Back there is a McFarlane Ghostface. Gotta have a Ghostface in the collection. And I have a lot of nostalgia for this figure, so I picked it up, I think, Frightmare of September. And yeah, pretty cool figure. The Mezco H2, I've had that thing for forever, as long as I can remember I've had that thing. But funny enough, he actually has a NECA H1 knife in his hand, not the H2 knife. Judith Myers headstone, bunch of stuff. I need to move this Good Guys box. And then we've got the Halloween 2018 original issued Michael Myers. I don't like the new one. The new paint job on the reissue is awful on the new one. Then down here we've got original release Ultimate Chucky. Looking pretty basic, just him from like the first movie. Got the Good Guys box behind him. Hammer down there. Then we get into the Freddy's. We've got the Hellhounds. We've got the Dream Warriors house, miniature Freddy. And up here we've got Ultimate Part 2 Freddy. We've got Part 1 Retro Cloth that I customized years ago. He's got his fingers cut off. I'm still really, really happy with that guy. The head sculpt is just phenomenal on that figure. Dream Warriors Freddy with the Chest of Souls. Retro Cloth Part 3 Freddy. Neither of these guys have hats. I don't know why. I got this guy from a friend. He had no hat, but it's whatever. We've got Ultimate Part 1 Leatherface. This is the most recent reissue. We picked this guy up a few days ago. Pretty decent figure. The hole on the head, though, could be a little bit better. It's just kind of like a black splotch on his head, and that kind of aggravates me. Oh, yeah, speaking of Freddy. Demon Freddy back there from New Nightmare, from the Hall of Fame line. I need to get a new one of him. His left horn is broken. Then we've got the Retro Cloth Part 2 Leatherface, Bubba Sawyer. That's a pretty old figure. I hope they reissue him sometime, because that one's pretty beat up. The bar on his chainsaw, the handlebar is broken. It fell years ago and it just shattered into pieces. So, yeah, that is miscellaneous horror. Then we get down to one of my more favored shelves, the Jason shelf. So back here, we've got the Sideshow Part 2 Jason. This guy's basically mint condition. The box is still in great condition. I only opened him because he has collector-friendly packaging, and I just wanted him to be on the shelf with my rest of my Sideshows. Here's this guy, which I did a review on. Same with him. Part 4 exclusive, comes with the gag machete. It's down there. You can see it there between Part 4 Jason's legs. We got Part 6 Jason, and his base is, I'm not sure if you can see it, it's signed by CJ Graham. That's a great figure. I love that pose on him too. And then this isn't a real Kotobukiya Jason. This is a knockoff I got for like 20 bucks at a local shop. But then we get to the real main part of the shelf, the 7-inch figures. Here we've got the Ultimate Part 2 Jason. I'm hoping to get the 25th anniversary box set pretty soon to go with him, with the Pamela Voorhees. I think it's important to have that. So I'm trying to find a loose one for a decent price and grab that to go with this whole setup. Also, a lot of accessories are strewn across the shelf, so we'll go over them with what character they're associated with. So in here we've got Mother's Head, and we've also got the cow machete, which is pretty cool. Ultimate Part 3, this is the first reissue that they did, and I thought this is when they started making the really good looking hockey masks. Pamela Voorhees Tombstone, got the Corkscrew, then we've got Ultimate Part 4 Jason. This is a great figure. It's one of the recent pickups. I picked that up like around the beginning of May. Finally got him. It's got the meat cleaver. And then here, that is the hockey mask for the Mezco Jason, which leads us up into him. This guy for a while was my stand-in Part 4 Jason until I got him. So when I got him, I decided to have him with the machete in his head. That's the machete from the Part 6 Ultimate, which I'm not a huge fan of. So I just put it in his head, and I think it looks pretty cool. It's got the double-sided axe. Down there, we've got the Cooper goalie mask from the Part 5 Dream Sequence. We've also got the tent stake from Part 7 and the wood axe from Part 7. There's the taco shell Jason mask that came with the Part 6, the tombstone that came with the Part 6, the fire pit, which came with Part 2. And there is the Dream Sequence. I still need to get a Roy Burns, but this is a figure I thought I was going to hate, but actually I like this figure. So, yeah. Mezco Part 6, which in my opinion is miles better than the Ultimate. He's got the tent stake, the heart in his hand. There's his mask. Let's get a nice stance to him. And there's the Part 6 unmasked, because the head sculpt on him is actually pretty good. But I'm just not a big fan of his proportions and all that, and his hockey mask isn't that good, you know. It's whatever. Here we've got the recent Part 7 with the buzzer. Behind him, we've got my custom Part 8 Jason, made out of that one of those McFarlane Jasons over there. This is actually the first Jason figure I ever owned, and I turned him into a Part 8 years ago, and I'm really happy with him. Looks actually pretty cool. I used the hockey mask, the other hockey mask from the Part 3, the one with the axe cut in it. Here I've got the rare Mezco Jason Goes to Hell Jason. Scored him back in August. Really happy to have him. Most recent Jason is the Freddy vs. Jason with the flaming machete. This is the latest reissue. Not a big fan of the paint job on the hockey masks on these guys. The chevrons look a little bit flat, but besides that, it's a pretty good figure. Already mentioned that McFarlane Jason back there, which is still a figure I actually like. We're gonna move down. This is the Dragon Ball Z shelf. This has grown exponentially since I want to say July, like late July, mid-August through September is when I was really hardcore in buying Dragon Ball Z figures. The latest thing I got was this little Gashapon Gohan from Broly Second Coming, so there's that. But let's go through. We have the Limit Breakers, Super Saiyan 4, Goku. Decent figures. These Limit Breakers aren't terrible. They're pretty good. Jakks Movie Collection, Broly Goku, the Movie Collection Gogeta, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I believe that's supposed to be from Wrath of the Dragon. Got another Limit Breakers over here of Gohan in Super Saiyan 2. It's a pretty good figure. Beneath him we've got Figurized Standard Cell, which is a great figure. His Kamehameha effect fell out of his hand, so I gotta fix that sometime. The original release Janemba, I do want to get the 2-pack of him and Gogeta pretty bad, just for the packaging, and he comes with an alternate face. I'm probably not going to open that one if I do get it. Though this is also one of the figures that got me back into Dragon Ball collecting. Cooler from Cooler's Revenge, which is pretty cool. That's a really nice figure. Jakks Pacific Battle Damage Piccolo, unknown Trunks statue back there. I want to say it's from the American Crane games, but I think it also might be a bootleg. Here we've got the Figure Eye Standard Bardock, one of my favorite figures. The Jakks Nightmare Part 4 Goku. Very weird face sculpt on him. Not a great figure, but nostalgic. Random Goku I gotten a lot from, I want to say that's from the 2-pack with him. It's from the Potara 2-pack with him and Vegeta. Down there we've got the Dragon Ball Evolve Broly. I did a video on him years ago. And then we've also got Dragon Ball Super regular Broly. I do want to do a paint job, make him more tan like in the film. I gotta think about that. Besides that, really good figure. Love the hair sculpt. And then one of my favorite pieces is the Figure Eye Standard Broly. That is just an amazing, amazing likeness to Broly. The face is perfect on it, in my opinion. Focus, yep. Then we got a Banpresto Goku statue. Don't remember what line this is, but this is a absolutely gorgeous piece. Wonderful statue. Jakks Super Vegito. A lot of people don't like this figure, but it's a nostalgic one for me, so I had to pick him. I got another one of him in a lot, and he's complete. Still in good condition. Little deformed SH Figure Arts Vegeta. That's like a little chibi that they put out. Already pre-mentioned Banpresto. Gachapon Gohan. Little bootleg Omega Shenron I found at a local shop. Jakks Pacific retooled Goku from GT. That's a retool that they did later. He has the Dragon Ball in the forehead. It's supposed to be from his battle with... It's supposed to be from when he went against Omega Shenron. We've got Gyuru. Have to have a Gyuru with him. You've got Trunks and Goten doing the fusion dance, and behind them we have... Oh, he's tilting over. I gotta fix him. The Battle Damage Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Here we have Super Battle Collection Gohan from Cell Saga. Still a really good figure. I gotta clean him up. He's pretty dusty. Here we've got the Figure Eye Standard Goku. Really simple figure, but really cool figure. Here we've got Jakks Pacific Mystic Gohan or Ultimate Gohan, depends on whatever you want to call him. Still a really great figure. Here's another nostalgic one for me I know a lot of people didn't like. This was one of the first figures I started ordering when I started getting back into Dragon Ball. This is one of the first ones I ordered because it is a very nostalgic figure. The Battle Damage Genki Dama Goku, or Super Bomb, whatever you want to call it. Then back there we've got some pretty rare ones. We've got the GT Super Battle Collection Gohan and Goten. Gohan with the tie and glasses. I don't have them with the glasses, but I do have them in their Super Saiyan forms. Really cool figures, one of those things forever. I found a pretty good deal on them on eBay. They were a pretty decent price. Still have the box too. Down here we've got the seemingly rarer Mecha Frieza, and he does have the tail too, which just add to his rareness a bit. That guy is getting more and more pricey over the years. Jakks Pacific Metallic Super Buu, pretty cool figure. Had that one forever. I did have to glue his arm back on. He did fall off the shelf, and he has really thin joints, so that arm right there did break. Then we get into my Vegetas, Vegeta being my favorite character, so here's a really beat up Namek Vegeta that I've had since I was a kid. I actually picked this up from my younger brother. He had it in his closet, so I took it back. And yeah, this is another one of the pieces that really got me back into Dragon Ball collecting. That is a really cool looking figure. I still think that's like the perfect Vegeta face sculpt. Is that face right there. Android Saga Vegeta I got for pretty cheap. Not terribly much. He looks a little bit weird from the front. From his profile looks better, but from the front he looks a little bit weird. This guy, which I really want to get replaced, this is the Erwin Majin Vegeta. When they were doing their gold hair, it doesn't even look gold, it looks like brown. And he's also got a chip in one of his eyebrows, which is unfortunate. The camera will focus. It does not want to focus. It wants to focus on the other Vegeta. There we go. Yeah, and it also has sparkly gloves and boots, which I think... It didn't look like that in the listing. When I ordered this guy in the listing, his gloves look white. But, yeah, they're actually like a sparkly metallic silver. Sculpt is really good. It's just the paint job is terrible, so I'm going to have to order another one of these guys that actually has the hair color that I like. And over here, we've got another one of my early Vegeta figures I've had since I was a kid. which is Majin Buu Saga Vegeta once he comes back to Earth. When he's allowed to come back to Earth. He has the halo. This is after he is Majin Vegeta and he dies. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then over here, I don't remember what this line was called. It was something by Brian Presto. Real Figures, I think it was called. I can't recall. It's been so long since I got this guy. But yeah, it's just a really cool looking Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta statue. He doesn't have his tail though, unfortunately. Then back here, Super Battle Collection, Baby Vegeta. Doesn't come with his alternate torso, but that's fine. I like his base form as Baby Vegeta. It's his coolest look to me, so I'm satisfied with that. Down here is pretty miscellaneous. A lot of Spawn, alternate stuff, but yeah. Here we've got the PlayArts Kai Solidus figure from Metal Gear Solid 2, The Sons of Liberty. Then we have the PlayArts Kai Liquid Snake from Metal Gear Solid 1, which is a pretty cool figure. And we got some Spawn. We've got Movie Spawn back there, just chilling. We've got the Fly Violator Clown, which is another childhood figure of mine that I love, that I managed to find one basically complete. We've got a complete female Spawn, which I scored for like $10, so that's pretty cool. Has all of her accessories, still has the little missile in the cannon's mouth. And then we've got this, I don't remember the name of this Spawn, but I love the sculpt and the articulation on him, but yeah, that's a really cool one. He's got the unmasked screaming head. I do really want to build up my Spawn collection because we have a lot of Spawn at work that is really cheap, so expect to see more of him soon. McFarlane Tetsuo Shima in the 3D animation from Japan line with the deformed arm. That's a pretty cool figure. Gene Simmons from Kiss. I need to get this complete line. I really do. These, I don't remember the name of this company, but they're doing figures recently that are pretty good. And then up here we've got the Toy-Com Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell. I need to find more on this figure, but it's a pretty elusive figure. There's not much on it. So I just got her here. I did have to get a display base for her since she doesn't really stand all that well. But yeah, that's about it on her. Then lastly, we have this shelf, which is currently being worked on. This is going to be the Terminator / Predator shelf. So for Terminators right now, we've got the Arnold T-800 Police Station Assault from towards the end of the first film. This is how he looks. It's got the really nice alternate head down there, the revolver. That's a great figure. Then we have McFarlane Movie Maniacs T-1000. That's still a figure that's aged incredibly well. He can stand aside this NECA, and I don't think he looks out of place at all. So yeah, good on McFarlane. And over here we get into what is becoming the Predator shelf. This started out recently. I've always been a fan of the Predators, but I never really got their figures because there's just so many and you get overwhelmed. But I'm having a good idea about which Predators I want to get. So first, of course, we gotta have the original Jungle Hunter. This is the recent reissue of the Jungle Hunter, which has better weathering on his helmet. Or his mask, I should say. So it's got a pretty nice looking skull and spine. It's got armor, the plasma caster accessory, and here's also his unmasked head. That's pretty cool. Then we have the Diamond Select City Hunter statue, PVC statue. This guy's pretty decent. Not great, but there is some sloppy paint here and there on this guy. Diamond Select, they do pretty good statues, but not amazing statues. I just like this guy because he's a really nice looking centerpiece. There's his helmet. There's supposed to be Bill Paxton's spine and skull from the movie. And down here we have the actual NECA City Hunter. I have him with his plasma caster on. I feel like he uses it a lot more than any other Predator in the series. He uses his plasma caster a lot. So I have him with his plasma caster firing. He's also got King Willie's skull. He's got his smart disc in his hip, and he's also got his combi stick, which is pretty cool. Behind him we have the most recent, which is Guardian Predator, with his cannon arm. He's also got his smart disc in his hand. He's unmasked because I like the expression on his face, so I decided to have him on there unmasked, but he does have his helmet down there and his proximity mine. This shelf is just miscellaneous. I need to do something with this. It does not look good right now. But yeah, that is the Predator shelf slash Terminator, which is growing soon. I'm getting the Sarah Connor and John Connor 2-pack pretty soon, and I'm going to try to get some more T1 and T2 stuff, maybe some T3 stuff. Definitely going to try to find the T3 helicopter box set to go with this set soon. So yeah, that is the Predator shelf finishing out this. Oh, and up here we just have Harry Warden, Cropsy. This guy I picked up from work. I don't buy Funko Pops at all, but I had to get this. Yeah, and I will be doing a full autograph tour pretty soon once I get all of my autographs framed, because this isn't even like the half of it. I'm going to be clearing out this whole wall over here, filling it all with autographs pretty soon. So, yeah. But, yeah, I think we should finish it here. So this has been a full collection update of action figures. Mind you, this is not my full collection of stuff. I collect a whole variety of things. This is just action figures. So, yeah, I think we're going to end the video here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. See you later.